What's up, MMA fans? I am super excited to introduce my special guest for today, a two-time world qualifier in wrestling who now holds a 8-2 professional MMA record, along with a beautiful world championship belt for the atomweight division in Invicta FC. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Alicia Pint Zapitella. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for having me on.
One of the things I saw when I was researching about you is you quoted, if you knew me when I was 19 and you knew me when I was 25, you would think it's two completely different people. And you would attribute that to your MMA journey. So how has choosing a career in MMA really helped you grow, not only physically, but spiritually and mentally?
It's always challenging me, and it's also very humbling. I really think that being able to stay in like a very calm mindset does a lot for martial arts as well. So it really just kicked off my whole spiritual journey, and I started meditating and doing breathing exercises for martial arts a while back, and that just kind of helped me dive deep into it.
Awesome that you've incorporated meditation into your MMA journey. Another reason that I was super excited to interview you is because when I was looking through your pictures, you always talk about building other women up. And one of the hashtags you used is empowered woman, empower woman. So how does being a women's world champion give you the platform you need to help you live out that mission for female empowerment?
I have been living this mission of female empowerment since I was 5 years old. I started doing a sport that girls weren't supposed to do then. And being told that I wasn't supposed to do something because I was the wrong gender, it made no sense to me. So I was hell-bent on the fact that I'm going to do what I want to do because I can do it and I can succeed. And through my journey, I've inspired a lot of the younger generation. And there's a lot of little girls that look up to me that are wrestling, and I teach some girls at the academy now, and it's helped me just really see how I can make a difference on a daily basis. Although now that my platform is growing bigger, I would really like to be able to travel and do free women's self-defense seminars.
You had to leave college at King's University and decide to pursue a career in professional fighting. So can you talk about the roller coaster of emotions that decision brought?
I have been working my entire life towards wrestling, towards either being getting a really good scholarship to a really good college or towards the Olympics. And I got a scholarship to the best college in the country for women's wrestling at the time. And I realized that college wasn't for me at all. I didn't like school, although I love learning. I have a ridiculous amount of books, but learning in a college setting, it wasn't for me. It wasn't my path. And it was really heartbreaking to my parents at first that I was going to drop out because in their eyes, I was throwing away a lot of hard work. But in my mind, I saw a different path that would be a lot harder, but a lot more attractive to me.
You sound to have such a great support team behind you. And then on top of that, you have such a big fan base. I'm sure it was an easier decision to jump into the professional fighting life because of them. You have training partners like Tabitha Watkins that you gave a shout out to, and you were getting emotional when you were talking about her in your post-fight interview with Laura Sanko. So can you elaborate on how you guys level up together in the gym?
Actually, this is a funny story. Tabitha was supposed to be my first fight ever until James Gray found out that this debut girl wasn't just a debut girl. He found my wrestling on YouTube and was like, wait, we cannot have that fight happen. And I ended up switching gyms and I went to SFS. So for 3 fight camps now, we have just dedicated ourselves to literally just fighting, nothing else. We go to the gym together, practicing like 16 times a week sometimes. We try to beat the hell out of each other, and then we leave and we go get sushi or something afterwards. So not only have we just become better martial artists, we become better people and amazing friends because of it.
And obviously you've been on such a grind. You said that you wanted to take a few months off to, be Alicia and do the things you like to do. What is the Alicia outside of the beastly wrestler, atomweight champion?
Alicia is a very free spirit. I love traveling, so I want to go and see the country. Fall is actually my favorite time of year, so it's the perfect time for me to be able to go and see some stuff. I'm also a very spiritual person, so the growing and the learning, it never stops for me. Trying to always manifest exactly what I want into my life, and as of so far, it's been pretty damn great. I like inspiring people, honestly, and I like creating videos and doing art. I'm a very artsy person. I feel like there's a lot to Alicia outside of the cage.
I can definitely see that. I love everything that your vibe radiates. I love your look, your tattoos, your energy.
Thank you.
You're obviously very coachable too. I haven't gone to talk with Coach James Gray yet, but he captioned one of the pictures with you, A Zap Rocky, which is such a funny nickname. But I also love the nickname Half Pint. Where did you acquire that nickname?
So actually, I got the nickname Half Pint because Josh Parisian came to the gym one day and he started calling me Half Pint, and it started catching on, and nobody knew that Half Pint was actually my great grandmother's nickname, and I always had a necklace that said Half Pint that I would wear all the time. So the second that they started calling me that, I'm like, all right, it's the only thing that can work.
Looking back on your championship bout, I'm sure it's probably so nice to get the submission and not leave it in the hands of the judges. Yep. How much do you credit your wrestling pedigree to that finish?
My wrestling pedigree, it just puts me above everybody else. It gives me such an edge. But I would also say that my jiu-jitsu is very, very underrated. So I would say that once I've learned to actually mix my wrestling with my jiu-jitsu and kind of create its own art, that is exactly where my success started.
Do you think an ultimate goal for you would be to change weight classes and go up to strawweight, or do you hope to see an atomweight division in the UFC one day?
I would love to see an atomweight division in the UFC. I mean, I think that if they need a girl, I could definitely be that girl. But also at the same time, I've been doing this for 20 years. I want to end my career on top. I think that there's some small enough girls in the UFC that if I decided to go up, that I could make some smart fights. And I've actually only been lifting about once a week during fight camp, so this way I don't gain weight. So I think that it would be easy for me to actually go up in weight.
It's well-deserved. You've been doing this for 20 years and you're only 25 years old, 26 years old. So congratulations on everything you've accomplished. I can't wait to interview you again. Let's definitely collaborate. I know you're trying to get into the broadcasting as well.
All right, that sounds good to me. I'll definitely be in touch.